if I told you that some everyday foods you've probably eaten before could be lethal? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're uncovering 7 foods that can actually kill you. Some of them might be sitting in your kitchen right now. These aren't just random foods either. They're the kinds of foods that, if prepared the wrong way or eaten in excess, could have seriously dangerous effects. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what foods to watch out for, what to avoid, and why following a healthy keto diet might just save your life. All right, let's start with a common food you probably didn't expect on this list: potatoes. But here's the catch. If you're on a ketogenic diet, you're likely avoiding potatoes anyway, and that might actually be a lifesaver. Here's why. Green potatoes are seriously dangerous. When potatoes are exposed to light or left to sprout, they can turn green. This color change isn't just cosmetic, it's a warning. Green potatoes contain a toxic chemical called solanine. Eating just a small amount of solanine can lead to nausea, headaches, and even paralysis. If you're really unlucky and consume a high dose, it can actually be fatal. So here's the rule. If you're still eating potatoes, always check for green spots. But even better, avoid potatoes altogether if you're on a keto diet. They're high in carbs anyway, and there are far healthier, safer options out there. Now let's talk about nutmeg. Yes, nutmeg, the same spice you might sprinkle on top of your holiday eggnog or add to your favorite baking recipes. You'd never think that a sprinkle of this warm, festive spice could be dangerous, right? But here's the shocking truth. Nutmeg in high doses is toxic. Nutmeg contains a compound called myristicin, which has psychoactive properties. That means it can actually mess with your mind. A small amount of nutmeg won't do any harm, but if you consume too much, it can cause hallucinations, dizziness, and even seizures. And in extreme cases, it can be fatal. So if you're using nutmeg, make sure to use it sparingly. Just a pinch is fine, but any more than that, and you're entering dangerous territory. Remember, just because it's a spice doesn't mean it's harmless. Next on our list, we have green raw almonds and raw cashews. Now, almonds and cashews might seem harmless, but not all of them are safe to eat raw. Bitter almonds, also known as green almonds, contain cyanide. Yes, cyanide, the same poison you see in spy movies. Eating just a few bitter almonds can be deadly. The same goes for raw cashews, especially the ones you might find growing in the wild. Raw cashews have a toxic coating called urushiol, the same chemical found in poison ivy. If eaten raw and untreated, cashews can cause severe allergic reactions, and in large amounts they can even be fatal. So, here's what to do. Instead of buying bitter almonds, opt for sweet almonds or roasted almonds, which are processed to remove toxins. And when it comes to cashews, always go for the roasted variety. It's a simple switch that can make a big difference in your health. Now let's talk about red kidney beans. Kidney beans are a great source of protein and fiber, but here's a fact most people don't know. Undercooked red kidney beans can be highly toxic. Yes, even a single serving of undercooked kidney beans can make you seriously ill. The reason is a natural toxin called phytohemagglutinin, which is found in high levels in kidney beans. This toxin can cause severe nausea, vomiting, and stomach pain. And here's the worst part. Slow cooking kidney beans doesn't reduce the toxin. It actually makes it more concentrated. So how do you safely cook kidney beans? First, soak them for at least 5 hours, then boil them thoroughly. Don't take shortcuts, and definitely don't throw them in a slow cooker raw. Taking the extra time to soak and boil is worth it if it means avoiding a potentially deadly reaction. Next up, we have brown rice. Yes, brown rice, the so-called healthier alternative to white rice. But here's the truth you might not have heard. Brown rice contains arsenic, a toxic metal. This might come as a shock, but brown rice can actually have more arsenic than white rice because it's found in the outer layers of the grain. Long-term exposure to arsenic can lead to serious health issues, including cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. So if you're on a healthy keto diet, you're already in the clear, as rice isn't a part of the plan. But for everyone else, consider this your wake-up call to cut back on brown rice. There are other carb sources that don't carry the same risk. All right, this next one might upset a few rare steak lovers. We're talking about uncooked, bloody hamburgers. Now, we all know there's a trend for juicy, medium-rare burgers, but eating undercooked hamburger meat is a gamble. Why? Because of E. coli. This harmful bacteria can cause severe food poisoning, and in some cases, it can even be life-threatening. The issue with hamburgers is that the meat is ground, which means bacteria on the surface can be mixed into the center of the patty. So unlike steak, where you can cook the outside and keep the inside rare, burgers need to be fully cooked to kill any bacteria throughout. Here's the takeaway. Always cook your hamburger to a safe internal temperature. Make sure there's no pink left in the center, and use high-quality beef if you want the best flavor without the risk. Trust me, it's not worth risking your health for a little pink in your burger. Last but not least, we have cherries, or more specifically, cherry pits. Cherries are sweet, delicious, and healthy, as long as you don't eat the pits. Cherry pits contain a compound called amygdalin, which releases cyanide when it's broken down. Yes, cyanide, that deadly poison. Accidentally swallowing a cherry pit won't necessarily kill you, but if you chew on it or eat multiple pits, it can lead to cyanide poisoning. Symptoms can include dizziness, nausea, and in extreme cases, it can be fatal. So here's a rule to follow. Enjoy your cherries, but don't chew or swallow the pits. And if you have young children, be extra cautious. Make sure they don't accidentally swallow a pit while snacking on cherries. All right, there you have it. 7 foods that can be dangerous and in some cases, deadly. Who would have thought something as simple as a green potato or an undercooked bean could be so dangerous, right? But the truth is, knowing the hidden risks in your food can make all the difference for your health and safety. If you're following a healthy keto diet, you're already avoiding some of these foods, which means you're one step ahead. But whether you're on keto or not, it's all about being mindful of what you put on your plate. A little bit of caution can go a long way in keeping you and your loved ones safe. So which of these foods surprised you the most? Do you have any of them sitting in your kitchen right now? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. They might be surprised by these facts too. If you found this information helpful, go ahead and hit the like button, share it, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more health tips, safety hacks, and life-saving information. We've got plenty more content on the way that you won't want to miss.